I'd like to start by thanking the people whose idea this event was and who have been instrumental in making it what it is and what you see tonight. First of all, John Ratzenberger, founding chair, what a mascot to have for this enterprise. The people whose crazy idea this was were Barbara and Carl Johnson. Barbara preceded me for many years as president of the Housatonic Community Foundation, Community College Foundation, and I am not fit to untie the thong of her sandal. This is a really, we're sticking with the biblical. Didn't get the Pope, but this is really a remarkable thing, and it was their idea. And if you could join me in recognizing them for that. The torch has been passed to Danny Wisniewski and Ken Lisk, who are carrying on the tradition admirably, and to the steering committee and to all the volunteers who've worked on this program. My hat is off. I don't even wear a hat. My hat is off. I left it in the car on purpose, just so I could say that. Dr. Brody, I think, was a little bit, actually, let me back up a little bit. I had the honor of participating on the college search committee for the search process that resulted in the selection of Dr. Brody as the new president of the college. And I think you've just seen one example of many that we couldn't be happier. He's a terrific leader of this college. But I would submit to you that he's a little bit modest tonight because while the manufacturing program is something we are particularly proud of, the college itself makes this kind of difference for the lives of all of its students. The foundation is very pleased to serve as the umbrella for this event, but we serve all of the students of the college, and there are thousands of them. And the stories, while perhaps not as dramatic as those of the students who go through the manufacturing program, are nevertheless very dramatic in their own ways. And I tell people that one of the most remarkable experiences at the college is to go to commencement and to see people walk across the stage, people of all ages, some of them festooned with honorary ribbons, some of them just managing to get up the stairs without tripping over their robe. Every one of them has overcome challenges to be where they are. And for every one of them, they've had the support of remarkably dedicated faculty, just like the people who run this manufacturing program, remarkably dedicated staff, people who are just as passionate about the success of those students as Rich and his team are about the success of the manufacturing students. So it's my job to kind of wave the flag for the entire foundation and for the entire college, and just to remind everybody in this room that as important as it is to support what you're supporting here tonight in the manufacturing program, the college as a whole serves a remarkably important place in the lives of its students. And Dr. Brody leads a group of faculty and staff whose passion for the success of their students is just as great as that of Rich and his team for the manufacturing folks. As an environmental lawyer, I get to see some interesting aspects of the manufacturing world. But I want to leave you with a story about an experience I had recently with a client who was selling a business. It's a very small, it's nestled in the woods in central Connecticut. Had a nice drive up there the other day through, past barns and farm stands and so forth, and turned into the driveway and ended up during the day having a nice tour of the facility. And they do specialty chemical processing. And when I say specialty chemical processing, we got to the quality control lab, and they were explaining to me how they were using high-resolution gas chromatography equipment to do quality control on their product, and how occasionally they have to just throw a whole tank car back into the process because it doesn't quite pass muster. And they explained the entire process to me. And they said, the product, the raw material comes in here, and then it goes through this process, then it goes over here, and then we control the temperature this way, and then it goes through these valves, and we're spending $850,000 to automate this part of the process, and so forth. And what we end up with is a product that is unusually pure, and nobody else can do it. And I said, how does it work? And the client just smiled at me, and he said, I can't tell you that. He said, nobody else can do this in this volume, and nobody else can do it at this level of quality and this consistently. I can't tell you that. And I said, hey, I was a music major. I won't understand anyway. Go ahead, tell me. He said, no, I really can't. I said, probably that's a good idea. But one of the things that I tell Ken this story all the time, I love to go see the manufacturing clients because you guys, Tom Walsh and I are in the same boat. We're some of those spin-off jobs Kathy was talking about. And thank you, by the way, thank you. But you guys are making stuff. You know, at the end of the day, you make a thing, or you make some things, and that is really cool. And it's just, it's so important to get that message out, and I really enjoy telling the stories like my chemical processor and all the other things I've had the privilege to see in your facilities. I want to close with special thanks for Rich, and for the faculty, and for the staff, and most importantly for the students, to whom the manufacturing program is such an important thing, and for whom the college as a whole is such a vital asset in this community, and to the graduates, because you talk to them and they have some remarkable stories too. So congratulations, Rich, and congratulations to all the honorees tonight.